So if you're watching a video series called When Love Hurts, that's probably because you have been hurt by the person who was supposed to love you and care for you. And perhaps you're wondering if what you've experienced is abuse. That's a really difficult question to contemplate. In our experience, none of the women we've worked with have wanted to connect that word abuse with themselves or with their partners. And so if you're feeling shy or hesitant about using that word, you're not alone. We think one of the reasons why it's so difficult to even consider if what you're experiencing is abuse is because of the stereotypes our society holds about abusive men or abused women. And we're sure that you and your partner don't fit those stereotypes. But here's the thing, in all our years of working with women, we've yet to meet that stereotypical woman. The women we work with are lovely. They're smart, they're strong, and they come from every background, every economic background, every social background, every race, every religion. As well, their partners tend to be respected members within the community, not some stereotypical monster that society tends to think would fit for abusive men. So we don't think that stereotype is very helpful, and perhaps you can set it aside. So if you're wondering if you've been abused by your partner, that's probably because you have been hurt over and over again in your relationship. You have felt bullied or felt controlled by your partner or ex-partner. And if that's how you're feeling, maybe what you have experienced is abuse. So what do we mean by that word abuse? Well, that's what we're going to be exploring over the next several videos. But for now, we'd like to just leave you with one important idea. And that is that abuse actually can take many different forms. Society acts as if physical abuse is the only real abuse, but that's not what women have taught us. Women have taught us that abuse can take many, many different forms. Abuse can be verbal, emotional, mental. That might look like name calling, put downs, sarcasm, crazy making behavior, mind games. Abuse can also be social, and that is any behavior on the part of your partner that cuts you off from family or friends or job opportunities, or anything he does that might sabotage your efforts to make those important connections. Abuse can also be financial. It can be a man controlling the household finances or controlling the money of the relationship, or running up debt. That's a common financial abuse tactic. And abuse can be physical. Some of the most common forms of physical abuse that we hear from women are their partners blocking their exit from the room, or standing in a threatening way. Or another one that we hear from women is that their partner drives the car sometimes when he's enraged and she's in the car, and that's very physically threatening to her. So those would be some common examples of physical abuse. But all types of abuse are serious, and all of them very much negatively impact women. And it's important to know that some abusive men will never hit their partners. Some women haven't experienced physical abuse or really overt physical abuse, and so they think that maybe they're not really being abused. But some men who are abusive won't ever be physically abusive because they know that there'll be consequences if they do. They know that if they hit their partner might leave or the police might be called. And yet they seem to be able to do all these other types of abuse, verbal, emotional, financial, social, and there aren't any consequences. Jill and I believe that every form of abuse is serious, and every form has a great negative impact on women. And so if you've experienced any type of abuse from your partner, we believe that you deserve as much support as you can get. And we hope that this video series will be one source of support for you.